feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try the left side. Palmer. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On play action, Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Play action now. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 53 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 6-0 our score after 1.
This is Washington 6, Falcons 0.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that is incomplete. So that one will be accepted. On 1st down, it's Palmer. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
21, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 1st down, Washington. Haskins fighting McLaurin.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
To go.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
That's a run. They're running it. Back two, the Mike. Back two. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gay's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That'll be complete to Cook. That catch good for only a couple. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Check it back. Let's go. Come on.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
57, Mike, 57.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. We ain't giving him nothing.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's taken down at the
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
Brings up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He's scared. Mike 52, Mike 52. Lawyer John.
Again, it's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on. Mike 52. Gotta do better.
They'll try the left side. Palmer. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Tackle made.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Where's 52?
Haskins now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come out in the pistol. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Gay is on for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
16. Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd down and 9.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Sammy Watkins as time expires in the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play and that little bit of hesitancy. often works really well for offensive guys.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deron Payne gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Prescott to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run on first down. It's Palmer. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Haskins will throw. That's complete, and Moss out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Looking to throw, Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 38-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
4 at the 27-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DeAndre Hopkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Here we go.
Now Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Not today, you are. Not today. 55 is mine, guys. 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. We're going to 53. Check right. Check right. Watching your grind. Here we go.
Prescott now from the 50. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st down, Palmer. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
52's the Mike. Yeah. Watch the twist. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all nothing but death. Yeah, them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide.
Watch the run. Tight end right. 4 down.
They'll run on first down. It's Palmer. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
TJ.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 3.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll keep it on the ground. Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Again, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
52, Mike 52.
They run the counter. It's Palmer. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Washington on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I'm coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Prescott from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Second and 10. They run the counter. Glove. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Off the bootleg. Haskins. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of his end zone, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Julio Jones.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Prescott from his end zone on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they take a knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Today's finals, Washington 40.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.